This is how we connect students and faculty to the right support agent using voice, email, web chat, social media, whatever the choice of communication. We provide voice as a service so that you optimize every voice interaction that comes through your contact center. Workforce optimization on the right side is where we record calls for quality, we can record screens, and we can provide feedback to the support agents so that they can begin to understand the type of job that they're doing, how they might be able to improve. And then analytics is where we pull all the information together about the communications going in and out of the college so that we can turn those insights into assisting you to meeting your goals. We do this all on an open cloud platform, again with this 99.99% reliability, and we surround everything that we do around your customer experience goals. Any questions so far?
No, we're good. I'm good. Do y'all have any?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on
I
a
have a
second.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
On the screen before, I'm just trying to write down on the previous screen.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just trying to write down when you were stating the omnichannel, the routing. What were the four platforms again that you said? It was social media and...
Yes, ma'am. It's voice calls, emails, web chat, SMS texting, and social media, such as Facebook or Twitter. Anything else?
And what were the bullet points for the workforce optimization?
Workforce optimization, this is where we try to unlock the full potential of your teams, and we use recording with quality management so that supervisors are able to listen to recordings between, let's say, students or faculty and your support agent, and they can evaluate the interaction and then provide that feedback to the support agent.
Okay, and that's through, you can record the phone as well as the screen chats with the chat feature as well, the web chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, we can record screens as well as the voice.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So these are some of the InContact Cloud benefits that you would be bringing to your environment there. Adding new channels so that you can enhance the communication. Unifying all those resources into a single platform. A lot of times, as we talk to universities and colleges, they'll have, a platform for web chat. They'll have a platform for social media. They'll have a call center. They'll have an email platform, but they don't have everything in one. And that's what we do. We also can integrate your CRM system or your database system so that you can have an all-in-one tool with analytics and reporting, and all your communication would go through the InContact platform. We would allow you to scale up or down. So, for example, fall enrollment comes around, your volume tends to go up. You might need to pull in some part-time labor like students or others to help you meet the demand. You can scale up with us, and then after that peak season comes and goes, you scale back down, and you paid for only what you use. Again, there's no equipment on site. It's all in the cloud, all supported by InContact. So we help you maximize that experience for your students and your faculty, but also for your support agents, whoever's answering those calls and answering those web chats and emails.
Now, when you say go up and down, do you pay like per message, or how does that work?
Yeah, great question. So when I say go up and down with volume, the way that we typically will bill for our services is based on the seat. So let's say today you have 5 agents that are active and working in your contact center. But fall enrollment comes and you need to hire 5 additional agents to help you. Then you would be able to go from 5 to 10. You wouldn't have to even make a phone call to do it, to add those additional seats. You would just add them into your contact center, into the platform, which we'll show you. It's very easy to do. And we would bill you for the contact center seats that you used. We do that based on a monthly basis, and we do it on the high water mark for that month. So if the most you ever use during the month is 10, then that's what you'd be billed for. But if next month you move from 10 to 5 and you don't go above that 5, you would be billed for 5. So it gives you the ability to scale up and down is what we're saying.
Okay.
Okay. Again, this omni-channel routing, I know that was important for you, and we just wanted to kind of show you some ideas and pictures of what this means to be able to take all the different communication, wrap it into one, provide communication and reporting and analytics around that. You don't have to go with everything that we offer on day one, but if you wanted to add additional channels of communication, it means you don't have to go out and buy a server or bring in professional services to do it. It's all built in, and you can realize increased productivity, additional productivity from your agents, from the people that help you and assist you, and you can improve that student experience by giving them additional communication channels. So on the right, you just see various types of channels. Work item is a kind of an open field. Some of our contact centers have things that they do that they want to capture, but aren't necessarily related to any of our other categories, and we'll throw those into what we call work items, and we'll actually track them. For example, if you had an administrative task that you wanted to track, but it wasn't really a communication channel, we'd throw that into the work item, and we could actually give you the reporting and analytics around whatever that particular work item was. So it helps you understand what you're doing as well as communicate better to the folks that are trying to reach you. This next item is what we call personal connection, and this is our outbound solution. It's a proactive outbound solution, and so the agents that you have today can be both inbound and outbound. They can handle voice and they can handle emails and web chats and text and so on. But the personal connection is a tool that can allow you to load lists or to dip into a database and make outbound proactive communication so that you can, if a student needs to be reminded that it's time to register and they haven't registered yet, you can make outbound calls and have your existing support agents either communicate that message, or you could have an automated message to leave on their voicemail or their answering machine in their dorm rooms. Okay? It might be that they have financial aid that's shown up, and you want to let them know that their financial aid has now been deposited. Those are some of the ideas. Mm-hmm.
For the automated message, is it something that we give you the verbiage and you create the message, or do you allow for customization? Because through one of the other platforms that we are currently using, some of them, they actually record their own message and we upload it, and then that message is what's distributed to the students. Yes,
great question. So in the project phase, we will usually work with you to find out what kind of outbound campaigns would you like to create. And we'll set those up for you, but we're going to show you how we do it, and we're going to train you on how to do it yourself, so that if you want to make a change or to do a new campaign, 3 weeks from now, and the project is complete, you'll be able to do it yourself. You can still call us for help and support, but we want to give you the keys to the car so that you can, take it on a test drive when you're ready.
And what about the number of contacts you can send at one time if it's a call or a text message?
Yeah, so great question. That's going to depend on the number of ports or the number of licenses that you use with Personal Connection. So our Personal Connection gives you 2 outbound ports per license. So, for example, if you bought 10 Personal Connection licenses, you could have 20 outbound calls, voice calls going, or multiple, SMS messages if you're sending text messages or emails. What we'll do is we'll work with you to decide what volume is necessary and important, and we'll help configure Personal Connection around the campaigns that you want with the volume that you want.
Yeah,
we'll give you the pricing.
Yeah, because we have in the 13 colleges, I mean, we can have a message anywhere from 20 to 30 to 1,000 plus. So
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
so that's only two text messages per license.
No. I was talking about voice outbound calls. So the Personal Connection has 2 outbound ports per license, but you can send thousands and thousands of text messages or emails. That's a slightly different configuration, which again we would need to work with you to understand what are your campaign goals, what database are you using, and what volume are you trying to do, what kind of time frames, and then we'll design that outbound blast solution based on what you need. But it's very capable of doing, you could send 20,000 texts in an hour if that's what you wanted to do.
Okay.
Okay. One thing I will also promote about Personal Connection is that we have a patented algorithm on Personal Connection where if you are looking to connect answered calls with live agents, we have a method which we hold a patent on that makes sure that there's no pause between the time that the call is answered and it's delivered to a live agent. So that is a very popular thing in our industry because there's so many of those dialer systems out there today that have that uncomfortable silence when a person answers the phone. We do not do that. We've got a way to work around that. I know integrating into a CRM system was important. I had mentioned a few different CRMs that we work really well with to Melissa, but on the right side you'll see a few of the examples. We've actually integrated with over 100 different CRMs, and we do allow you for things like doing an incoming screen pop. So if a student is calling from their dorm room or their cell phone and you've got them identified by that student ID or a particular phone number, when they call in to the enrollment desk, you can have that information pop into a generic screen within the InContact system. Or if, for example, you had Salesforce as your CRM or Microsoft Dynamics, you could actually have it pop into that CRM system so that you could be taking notes immediately upon answer. So it saves a little bit of time. We can also do what we call self-service IVR, where we dip into a database, read back information such as a balance that a student has on their account, or whatever information you'd like to deliver to them that they can get without even having to talk to a live agent. This is that workforce management again. You'll see a little bit of that today, and I think for the most part what we're trying to do is give you an idea that this is not just about sending communication channels, but it's also about giving you the analytics around it, the feedback, the quality management, so that you can help your agents improve and help improve the customer or the student experience for your college. We have a full service model behind InContact. With every subscription, you get support. We have enhanced support models that allow you to have dedicated technical account managers, and also certain number of hours of support for doing things like adds, moves, and changes.